gonna lie. I've been wanting to make a video on Stellar Blade for the longest time, but because we all know the anxiety that it comes with doing something creative and wanting it to be like really, really good on YouTube happens and it hits, and when it hits, it really hits hard. So I've been trying to make this video for a couple days now, and finally I just got the kick that I needed. There was this one creator on YouTube. I will find out his name right now, and I'll post it on the screen there. That he was just talking, and he was just talking with some gameplay happening in the back. And honestly, it reminded me of how YouTube used to be back in the good old days when you didn't really have to worry so much about editing and all that. Like, I'm not the best editor. I'm not the best speaker. But I definitely felt this call that I do want to do something creative with my channel. I do want to speak to you guys as an audience, and I just want to make content. Like, it's in me. I am an artist. I'm a gamer. I really love being creative. I love making clay. I love doing lots of stuff, but that's beside the point. The thing is, this was supposed to be a review on what I felt about the Stellar Blade demo, but now it's just going to be me talking about Stellar Blade. So one thing I have to say is Stellar Blade was amazing. The demo itself, amazing. I loved every single second of it. It really reminded me of Nier Automata when I first played that game. However, it did have a couple extra twists. Like, it did feel a little bit like Sekiro with the parrying and dodging and all that other fancy stuff. This game, when I started playing it, and it gave me that Nier Automata vibes, and then I decided, you know what? Let me go on ahead. Let me play Nier Automata again. So I played it again, and one thing I can do is compare the two. First things first, Stellar Blade is definitely a more refined action experience. However, I will say that it is slower than Nier Automata. I remember playing Nier and just enjoying the spectacle of it and just enjoying how fast-paced I thought the combat was. But then when I replayed it again after playing this demo, I realized that the combat was not actually as fast as I remember. And for that, Stellar Blade is also not as bad as I thought. Originally, I was going to say that the combat is slightly too slow, but after replaying Nier, honestly, I don't think so. I think the combat, yes, slightly, I would say just a little bit slow, but it still does what it does very well, and I personally enjoyed every second of it, including the visuals. Like, look at this. You have this amazing display of fire in the background, things blowing up. Even there, like the blur effects with the item being thrown. It was just amazing. Everything. In terms of visual spectacle, Stellar Blade is definitely something that really calls out and shows off. Like the shines, the lights, the character designs, the enemy designs, like everything's just amazing. But not just that. One thing that brought me back to it was the music. The music in this game really felt like it was inspired by Nier Automata. Or Automata, whichever way you like to pronounce it. I went back, like I said, and as I played it, sometimes I used to just love pausing Nier and just listening to the soundtrack. And the soundtrack from Stellar Blade feels like it'll be more of the same. Like, I feel that I can confidently just sit down, pause the game, and just listen to that banger in the background. So in terms of music, amazing. In terms of visual spectacle, amazing. And not only that, but it has made waves online with, I'm sorry, I'm going to call it stupid companies with their ideals. Guys, games don't have to be realistic. Don't you remember when you were like just a kid back in the old days, sitting down getting your first Nintendo 64 Mario game or something? There was nothing realistic about that game. Mario was just being Mario. You were just being a kid, enjoying it and just playing as much as you can with the time that you had and just having fun. No one cared about Princess Peach getting captured many times, or if it was like representative of the world it is today. With Stellar Blade, I don't know why, but it's getting attacked for just the plain like visuals of the characters, the character design. Yes, in games, I love having the women being thin and busty and beautiful. It doesn't mean that it has to be realistic. Realism is something that we happen to be in every single day. Games is, for me at least, I can only speak for myself, is a form that I like to escape reality. I don't want to be reminded of reality when I'm playing games. So I don't understand the argument where they criticize the main character's name is Eve. I don't understand how they're criticizing Eve's bodies just because it's not representative of all women. Yes, women come in many different shapes and sizes, same with men. So why do we care so much about this character's body? Who cares? It's just a game. It's just an escape of realism. In the end of the day, we all know that this is not real. And on top of that, there are women with this body structure. Does their body not count as well? Honestly, I think it does. And I have no... I'm not angry. I'm not going to hold any grudges on anything, but just let's go back to how games used to be. Just an escape of reality and having lots of fun. Well, I'm going to go back. I'm going to play more Stellar Blade, as well as Nier Automata, because this really got me going back into that, and I want to see 2B again and just enjoy their story. Stellar Blade also has a similar story of mostly women cast being thrown into a post-apocalyptic world with an enemy that has made humanity escape and just be removed completely, and we're trying to save humanity. These girls are called angels because they're trying to save us, and honestly, I'm very intrigued by the story. I really want to see how this story unfolds. Why are these creatures on Earth to begin with? What's going on? I really want to know. Stellar Blade is going to be one of the games that I will be streaming a lot. And I like Stellar Blade, and I'm very proud to say it. I don't care what people will say. That I really don't care. For me, Stellar Blade is an amazing game created by an amazing developer, and I will continue to play it, and I will enjoy it, and I will make even videos on it if I really want to. But guys, don't forget that childhood charm of just playing games, okay? Don't forget that games does not mean realism. Whatever happens in the game doesn't mean it'll happen in real life, okay? Go back to enjoying it. Now, I've ranted long enough, in my opinion, because, let's be quite honest, this isn't a review of the Stellar Blade demo. I'm not the best when it comes to reviews. I've noticed that I cannot write a script and read it out in an authentic voice. No. This video has been completely off scripted, with, of course, some edits and in between cuts to make it less awkward. But for that, I will end it here. I like Stellar Blade. and I hope you do too. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It keeps me going. I am going to be doing more videos like this. If you do enjoy it, please let me know down below. And honestly, I'm always welcome to discussions and topics and talking. All right? Love you guys. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.